So by launching Tradeshift and making it free on the supplier side, it was clear that the adoption rates would be significantly higher. And we are seeing a lot of players that are now following suit. And looking into the future, we are probably going to see that electronic invoicing will become free. Now we have started on the supplier side, but ultimately you could ask the question, should you ever charge for electronic invoicing? Isn't it just like sending emails? Ultimately it is data that you are transmitting from one party to the other. So I think this is the first step. And I think as service providers, and what we are trying to do at Tradeshift, is to find ways that we can monetize them. We have a lot of data, and you need to be clever about how you can add value on top of electronic invoicing. So early payments, that is definitely one of the areas. You would also see, for instance, publishing opportunities, moving into marketplaces, building applications on the platform. So if you're a small carpenter, it could be, for instance, that you have a need for a time registration application, inventory management, these kind of things. And what we ultimately want to do with the platform is to allow companies to do business more seamlessly and then tailor their Tradeshift to fit specifically their business needs. But I think where the industry has failed is to have focus on the supplier side. Because if you're not focused on the suppliers and making sure that you have tools that they can use and they have benefits out of doing electronic invoicing, ultimately you would come up with a poor business case on the buyer side, because a lot of the invoices that you would expect to receive electronically will then still be sent on paper. So for us it's a question of continuously lowering the barriers to make it really easy for the suppliers to submit their invoices. Whether that is a auto-generated file from the accounting system, a photo that they take of a paper-based invoice and send to a mailbox, we should be really good at translating that data into an XML, into structured data that we can send to the buyers. And I think instead of always saying or blaming the suppliers that they need to do the change, maybe we as suppliers should be thinking about building better technology that makes it easier for the suppliers to be able to submit electronically, because ultimately if we can lower those barriers, then the widespread adoption rate of e-invoicing will maybe be as promising as all the industry analysts are saying.